There's a new kind of oil that is moving the world, which is what? Data, right? Data is the new what? Oil. So 10 years ago, Tullow Oil discovered the opportunity to produce Ghana's first barrel of oil that was shipped outside. Right? And when you discover oil in any country, typically what happens is the economy is going to move in the direction that the oil economy dictates. Just last week, Ghana published a 6.4 billion oil revenue in the last decade. Right? That's a huge amount of dividends, but oil alone is not sufficient for an economy to basically progress. You need all kinds of disciplines, both in the arts industry, the telco side, the data technology side, to move an economy forward. And there's another component that moves the economy forward, youth. So if you have oil and the people in that country are not contributing to that production or the GDP, guess what? The money doesn't pass through our hands, right? True or false? We don't see the money. The money is hiding in the clouds, let's put it that way. Because the big vessels will come, their contracts are signed, and the money takes flight. Oil money has wings. But guess which kind of money that doesn't have wings? The money that we produce from agriculture. The money we produce on the soil, your textiles, your cocoa. That money stays on the ground because it has to go through a particular tunnel before it gets out there. Right? So there is a component that taxes the local economy. Now, as diasporans, we're coming back home to add that kind of value to the economy here. But like I said, the new kind of oil is no longer LPG type, it's no longer in barrels, it's in the zeros and ones. The new oil is where? Zeros and ones, because it's data, it's information technology, it's in the books. It's on the internet, but guess what? Ghana's internet penetration is less than 50%. When Corona hit, how many of us were able to work from home non-stop? Show my hands. Who was able to work from home non-stop? It was only possible because you were able to pay your internet bill, right? You had secure internet, you had security, and you were very sure that your laptops were safe. I saw a Zoom call the other day where my partner was on the phone and I had a towel wrapped around my waist and I was walking. I was like, oops, somebody can see me. In the global economy, you don't have to travel anywhere to transact, right? Whereas in the oil production kind of economy, you don't have to ship vessels down. You have to bring big engineers to kind of produce the oil for us. But in the zeros and ones economy, the digital economy that we are all going to be part of very soon, or we already are, you actually don't need to be in America. You can be in America, you can be anywhere, and you can still transact. My focus for the next 10 years for Ghana is that Ghana to develop its digital economy. Last 2 weeks, all the CEOs of Ghana came and said, hey, we're going to change the economy of Ghana through digital economic transformation. They are pillars, right? The first one is the people. If we don't develop the people, the economy is not going to go anywhere. The top 10 wealthy people in the world are all from which sector? I don't know where. No, zeros and ones. They're all in that economy. The zeros and ones economy. That's where they are from. Guess how they got there? How did they get into that world? By changing the economic structures, right? By making sure the people who are driving forces for that transformation are their own people. So if you relocate to Ghana from America, the UK, Germany, every sector of your industry will leverage the zeros and ones to transform your sector. Because if you don't do it, they will fly somebody else, whether it's the arts industry, the movie production industry, the pharmaceutical industry, the healthcare industry. There is a zeros and one in your sector. So whilst you're back in Ghana and you're building capacity, find out how the zeros and ones, the digital economy connects to your sector and beef up your capacity. Build your muscles in that department because the hard work is done by the computer. We're in the age where automation is going to take over everything. Collaboration will never be successful to grow Africa's economy if we're not transparent. And truth is the bedrock of transparency. You have to move in that body. You have to move in that capacity that you want to be honest, you want to be genuine, and you really want to have a win-win. Because collaboration where there's no win-win, guess what? Everybody loses. It's a zero-sum game because if you rush and go with the guy in New York, guess what? He has no business coming to this side of town. He's here to take and go, hit and run. But you and I will be stuck here. You'll be lonely one day, you want to call. You want to go to the beach. You want to have fun. Because after you party all you want, you really want to connect with your brother and sister. True or false? True. If you make the money with a guy in New York, it's like, yo, bro, it's nice, hanging with you. It was really great business. I'm in the Bahamas. I'll see you next year. Let me know when the new deal comes up. You're really not going to afford any long-term relationship. It's going to be short-lived. And that is the biggest disadvantage for Africans to grow Africans. In summary, the new oil is now digital. And digital is in every blood, it's in every venture. The next one is automation is coming. Automation means you and machines are competing, right? So if you're competing with machines, you better be fast. How many of you can memorize 5 phone numbers in your phone book today? Just your boyfriend or your girlfriend, that's it. And your mom and your dad. That's it. They don't remember nothing, right? So automation is going to take over your business. Because you can tell Alexa, somebody showed me a video that has built an algorithm to trade stocks on behalf of every new digital asset that will ever be introduced. Think about that. There are more than 30,000 digital assets in the world. You've heard of Dogecoin because Elon Musk has made it fast about it. How many of you heard of Telcoin? Telcoin, anybody here? Telcoin grew more than 6,000% from January to now. Guess what they do? They build a digital asset to just transmit money from America to Nigeria. How many of you heard of a company called Paga? Nobody? Paga. Paga is the largest remittance player in Nigeria. Guess how much money they moved this year? $6 million through Telcoin. Right? So what I'm saying in conclusion is this. Collaboration, zeros and ones, the digital economy, and automation is coming. Get together and let's win together. Get together and let's win together. Peace out.